Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it today. And we get our first look at Christopher Vecina. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Davidson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it inside the 15. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
On the move, it's Davidson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Johnson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The Eagles offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they're trusting this transfer senior quarterback to get things going. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They find Wesco open on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Hines is big tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go
Gashing the knee on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, the bad news on defense is you gave up a big completion. The good news, though, you showed great effort making a tackle and getting him down inside the 5-yard line. Effort does matter, and we'll see. If they can hold the offense here to 3 points, that might be the type of play defensively that may win you this game.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
The play-action fake. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Dallas. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
That's a first down for the offense.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
A designed run for the quarterback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. The offense changing the play. Johnson looking to throw. Fires quickly. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on fourth and short. You pick up the first down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So the 16-play drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Motion from the wide receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every...
He's got it on the left, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
To the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the right. Runs through, man. He might have some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to throw it again, and why not? On the run, fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here's the pressure. He's got his man. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They go to the ground. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Johnson looking to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense...
Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on.
Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Set to kick this one.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. On the move. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
And right down the middle.
Georgia Southern, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jeff. Snags it, and there's running room.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And they swarm him under.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. There's some room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards. And
no more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. Well, nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Davidson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Chance to mull things over. Let's see see how they start the final period here on second down. To throw, it's Denson. Bringing the heat. Buying some time. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Finds space on the right. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury is not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Eagles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And they did tack on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Didn't take care of the football the last time they had it. Fumble led to a touchdown. Lead is still comfortable here, but ball security of the utmost importance. Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Shakes off the defender. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Denson. Makes the grab, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Bradshaw. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Oh, they're after him. This time it's complete. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Johnson looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Gets away from one. He's got space. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
And the Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Quarterback keeper. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just